What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between? How are y'all doing today? Well, I wish I could say the same thing, but let's just say this game is an absolute mess with its framework and everything. Except for the gameplay and story, it's pretty decent to be honest, but the performance on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are just an absolute mess. So before we start this video, I just want to say this to the fan base real quickly. If this was Gen 1, or you know how you guys like to insult some people that enjoyed the older generations, like Gen 1ers and all that type of stuff, let me just say this. I would be on your guys' side saying some of the bugs that I've seen with the original generations. Yeah, I would agree. But this one right here, okay? This one right here has zero excuses to be this buggy and underperforming. I'm telling you right now, if any other video game company did the same thing that Game Freak was doing, oh man, would people be up in arms, just pissed the hell off. Not to mention that Game Freak, probably, well, not Game Freak, but the whole Pokemon company in total, rake in by like billions and billions of dollars. Just how fucking the brand of Pokemon is. But what you guys are telling me right now, the most profitable brand that's above Star Wars and Disney itself cannot invest that money into the gaming franchise that started it all, supposedly from what I remember, to make the games even better than what they are right now. I mean, for the love of God, we're coming up with Pokemon like this with no innovations. Like, I thought Turkish, the trash bag Pokemon, I'll bring him up on the screen to show you guys, or Vanilla Ice, or whatever how you say his name. I can't pronounce the names right. Worth my life, to be honest with you guys. And you know what? For the people that have designed the Pokemon Trubbish and Vanilla Light, yeah, I looked up the names and I'm trying to pronounce them. I'm trying to improve, yada yada. But at least those people that designed those Pokemon at least put some fucking effort into the designs of the Pokemon. Literally, the Pokemon Flamingo is so uninspiring, it's not even funny. It's just a flamingo. That's it. There is nothing to differentiate it from a regular flamingo to a, oh yeah, this is the flamingo Pokemon. Like, what is Game Freak doing? Where's the money going? Where, like, seriously, is it not improving the quality? And I know a lot of people are going to say it's the hardware and stuff. It's stopping them from developing a good game and stuff. And for what I'm about to say next is I don't want anybody to go harass the developers or any directors of the video game franchise we're talking about right now. I don't want any of that. Harassment is not the right thing, but criticizing people is the right thing to do. And I'm just going to say this from a person that's on the outside looking on the inside. There is a big problem with management, and it just looks like it, because I've never seen a Pokemon release in this poorly stated, this state before. It's just, it's horrible, you know? For example, did you guys know Shigeru Omori is the lead developer or the director of this game? And that same man has been the director for Pokemon Sun and Moon, has been the director for Pokemon Sword and Shield, and Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, it's just me, I'm just saying right now, but every time it seems that dude is taking control of the main line of the Pokemon series, there always seems to be a problem. And I'm also going to say another problem with the franchise too is that yearly release for no freaking reason. It does not make sense to release Pokemon every single year, adding more and more Pokemon. It just doesn't make sense. At least when Pokemon Legends Arceus was released, no new Pokemons, I should, tell you right now, were added to the game. You know what they did? They reinvented the game. They reinvented the catching mechanics, the battling system. They added a sneaking. They added like the big Pokemon, the big bulky Pokemon, that'll chase after you if you get too close to them or you aggravate the shit out of them. That Pokemon game right there, Pokemon Legends Arceus, actually made Pokemon fun again for me. Even though it didn't have voice acting. It had little bugs here and there, but that was perfectly fine. I got the hell over it. It was no problem. But you know what the big thing was? It was a functioning Pokemon game, and it was actually really fun. Now, I'm not saying Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's not fun, but the bugs, the performance absolutely ruins the game for me. And that they thought releasing this game out to the public in the way it was right now, and they thought it was a good idea, was absolutely horrible. And I'm not blaming the developers for this one, but I do blame management, like I said. But you know what? I'm going to take out the bugs and the buggy performance out of this one, okay? Some of the mechanics that they've taken out of Pokemon Legends of Arceus and put into this game sometimes don't even function well themselves. Hell, even the throwing mechanic when in Pokemon Legends Arceus, if you go into the grass, you hide in the grass, and a Pokemon turns its back to you, you could throw Pokeballs at it, like empty Pokeballs where you can actually capture the Pokemon. It's nowhere to be seen in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I thought you guys were trying to keep mechanics in Pokemon that people enjoy, not rip them out of the Pokemon games and let the half-assed mechanics that you guys borrowed from the sideline games and put it into the mainline game, saying like, we're trying. Like this game is an absolute mess, not even with the performance or the bugs, just some of the mechanics they put in, it's just half-assed. Like, for example, there is a photo mode that you could do within the Pokemon game now. I'm like, yo, that is so fucking cool to have in a Pokemon game that you can actually pose with your Pokemon, or you could just pose by yourself, even though that was in the Legends of Arceus in the first place. But hey, that's just me. But there's actually glitches that are happening right now with the photo mode. Here it is. Oh, and a lot of you are probably saying, well, Garo, that's not bad. That's probably just one of the things that happen in photo mode. No. There is a lot more glitches out in the wild. You know what? I'm thinking about it right now. Why don't I just go ahead and show you some more bugs that are currently happening with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I could make a collage of the amount of bugs, glitches, and performance issues this game has into like an hour collage. Game Freak, what the hell happened to quality? Quality went out the fucking window a long time ago, but at least some performance for this game. Like, where'd it go? Like, this is the worst Pokemon that's ever released, performance-wise. And listen, I love the Pokemon franchise. You could go into my Discord or ask anybody that's around me, like Tony, anybody, and they've seen my collection of the old Pokemon games, the newer ones, kind of like the DS area and the 3DS one. You'll see that I do love Pokemon. I love them all, man. Hell, my very first Pokemon game, from what I can remember, and I think that's my first game I ever played too, mind you, was Pokemon Yellow. I fucking loved that game so damn much, and I never run into any of the bugs that I know today with the poor optimization that game had, and they hit it pretty well too, mind you. But I loved that game so much, and I kept replaying that game over and over again, that I burnt out the game. The game just stopped working one day and saying, nah, we're going to heaven, man. See you later. And I'm going to say it again. Honestly, we're in 2022. Are you guys telling me that you guys don't have the financial to even make this game look better, play better, I should say, and at least have some voice acting. It doesn't make sense when characters open their mouths and they're talking, no sound is coming out. That is just a waste of development right there. Are we gonna have to wait like another decade or two just for voice acting in a Pokemon game, which is very profitable, mind you? The brand is very profitable, so it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Because the excuses that people are making right now are starting to get really old. They're no longer an indie development group anymore. They are literally a multi-billionaire development team that can make all these improvements. But then again, we're always going to blame the Switch hardware, even though it's pretty old. I will agree with that. But we have like fantastic looking games like Breath of the Wild, Xenoblade 3, or how about one of my absolute favorites? I can't remember the name of it right now. I just remember them now from Platinum Games. Astral Chain and Bayonetta 3. Those games run perfectly good, above, even better than what Pokemon Scarlet and Violet do. And they look so much better too. I don't understand what the problem is, Game Freak. I don't know what's holding you guys back. I don't know what's preventing you, but my senses are tingling, the Gara senses, that is basically saying it's management. It's management's fault for the planning and how they handle the franchise. That's where I'm going at, and that's where my gut feeling's feeling at, and that's where the Gara senses are going. That's the goofy little thing I'm going to say. And just when I was about to finish up this video and just call it a night, there is a... there's a crash going around that's fucking up save datas and stuff. I'm going to leave a tweet to it. It's to Game Explain, and they'll teach you how to back up and save your, your save data just in case something happens. This is an absolute mess. This franchise is in such a mess. It needs help. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys really enjoyed the video, please like the video and comment in the comment section. I always like talking to you guys. And hey, if you want more of this type of content, please hit that big red subscribe button. And hey, lets me know, like, hey, Gara, I want more of this type of videos. And, well, I'll give you those type of videos. But anyway, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, fam.